It's time to get highly reactive.
Hello everybody, we're back with some Dan Vasc. We are Highly Reactive, a UK reaction channel. If you've never met us before, my name's Lee Jaay, over there is Stan, and we do loads of reactions to loads of types of music, and I mean all types of genres. We don't stick with one genre, we like to mix it up. And today we'll be doing My Mother Told Me by Dan Vasc, and I can't wait for it. Well, it's not the first time we've heard this cover. We have heard it from a group called Voice Play, and it was a really good effort because they had a lot more voices brought into it. So we wanted to see if Dan Vasc could bring some guitars, some instruments into this one, and his beautiful voice brought into it as well. I'm sure it's going to be awesome. Oh, we also leave a rating at the end between 1 and 10.
Yes, that we certainly do. Yes, I reckon Dan Vasc would have the perfect voice for this Viking sort of power that they'll have. I actually really like this song as well because it does have that warmth into it. But don't forget, before we get into it, hashtag Dan Vasc. It's all about supporting the original artist, giving him the love he thoroughly deserves because this guy is an amazing vocalist. And if at any point you enjoy myself and Lee Jaay, make sure you like it, sub it, and love it.
We are.
Ooh.
I do like
video as well.
My mother told me someday I would buy
That voice.
galley with good horse, sail to distant shores, stand upon the prow, noble born I steer.
Oh, I hear it coming. I'll bite it.
Steady course to the haven, humanity foeman, humanity foeman. My mother told someday I would buy galley with good horse, sail to distant shores, stand upon the prow, noble bork I steer, steady course to the haven, humanity foeman.
Wow, what an absolute start. Do you know what, mate? I'm really happy he's done it this way as well, because I was thinking with obviously the Song of the Vikings, My Mother Told Me, it is very known to be done with a few voices, you know, to sort of captivate the Vikings and everything about it. And I love that Dan Vasc has done this because we mentioned before we did it with Voice Play, the good thing about Voice Play, they had the like low, the beatbox and stuff. And with Dan Vasc, though, what he's brought in is his voice is also trebled and a few clones of his voice done in different ways. And then he's got the musical instruments in the background to keep it that cool, like you said at the beginning, that like powerful oomph with the song deserves, mate. Really good start. Thank you, Dan Vasc. Oh, can't wait to see the rest.
Mate, beautiful start, mate. That beautiful start, Lee Jaay. Like, I'll tell you something, mate. I've enjoyed that whole minute from start to finish. I thought that was beautiful. Definitely a brilliant escalations, and the fact that, because that was my main concern as well, is having sort of like them all on their boat sort of thing. This is like a, you know, their shanty, so to speak, where they all ride out. So I like the fact that he's like got 6 of themselves all singing the same part, but it's not like dead in line. It's sort of like just a little skiff off, which is good because that adds like the multiple voices. It gives it that pure effect. So I think, yeah, Dan Vasc definitely has done this perfectly. Perfectly. Perfect way to do it. When you're a solo artist, that's a perfect way to do it. Perfect.
Perfect. Oh, here we go. Yes. Whoa, Stan, that was a switch up. Look sharp.
I know. Do you know what, mate? And I completely forgot this was like a metal cover, mate. So do you know what, having all that electric guitars coming in there, it really caught me off guard, mate. And I made that solo working with this style of song. I don't think I've actually seen a metal cover of this song. It has been more like sort of very original to the original sort of theme. So this definitely adds a whole new sort of twist onto it. And I'll tell you something, mate, absolutely beautiful. I love Dan Vasc there, stood there doing his power poses while he sings. He's got the lights with like the smoke effect going on, absolutely portraying that power. And this song is all about the power. And yeah, absolutely fantastic, Lee Jaay, mate. That guitar solo as well. Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful.
I was going to mention the same thing, Stan, like the way he just stands and composes himself is the power within the song. And this is all about power, this song, isn't it? The song of the Vikings. So, yeah, like he did it so well. And then bringing the guitar solo in just really put that little cherry on top to make this song a great cover. And, you know, sometimes I said on the last one as well, like sometimes with a cover, would this song be good if it was an original? It wasn't a cover, was it original? And this is just, it's portraying to be a great song. You know, this would be listened to. It's awesome. Yeah, I want to carry on for a little bit. Oh.
Beautiful.
I love the smoke effects.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, mate, I tell you what, I was waiting for that moment, mate, because he does it. He does. I think he likes it on the metal covers. He brings it in because it is very sort of respectful to the old sort of metal bands that used to be out there, where they would do that little sort of scream, screech, and it was just brilliant, mate. I really enjoy it, and I think we didn't mention it enough. I think Dan Vasc, all those voices that he's putting out there, that these like. It's such a talent to realize. A lot of people might listen to it and go, well, they're all just singing, but it's just done it more different voices to give it echo. But he's changing those little voices as well, and you can never hear it ever so slightly. But it's a really good talent to realize that you're not just copying what you've just done. You know, he's trialed it, he's tested it, he's merged it, he's moved it, he's edited it, he's putting time into this job, and it's really good, mate.
Yeah, he's definitely put a lot of hard work, mate. I'll tell you something, mate. I've said this in another Dan Vasc video. I can't remember which one. But Dan Vasc is, you know, what made me fall in love with metal, like, way many years ago. And, like, it's good to see him with this sort of charisma, this sort of personality, keeping this style of metal alive. Like, it is absolutely bloody like awesome, mate. I love that screen where he's got his clones in the background still going on with like the chorus, mate. It's just absolutely well produced, well produced. Oh, mate, yeah, I'm ready to hear the rest of the song, Lee Jaay. Loving it.
Wow. Special thanks to all those. I'm assuming they're Patreon or... What a special artist, Dan. I tell you what, mate, I enjoyed that. I really like, because I was thinking about, I was like, at the beginning, I was like, well, how's he going to bring this sort of song into his voice? I'm sure he can do it, like, but how is he going to do it is my question. And I tell you what, mate, absolutely flew that song into a new genre of metal where he did bring a guitar solo into it as well, which I respect, by the way, because, you know, he's brought the guitar solo in. He didn't have to, but I think it suited the song. It made it that metal sort of, you know, brush the few more sweeps of paint of metal over it, and I really enjoy that, mate. And Dan Vasc, absolutely great voice. Doesn't matter what he's doing. If he's bringing it the lone baritone, he's up in those octaves, trying to put a bit higher pitch on it. He is nailing those voices, and yeah, that's why it is a 9 out of 10 for me, mate. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's fair, Lee Jaay, mate. I'll tell you something, mate. Yep, I had absolutely zero complaints, mate. And I absolutely fell in love with this one. This is definitely a track that will add to my playlist and I will listen to over and over again because I thoroughly enjoy it. And do you know what, mate? I am massively enjoying the Dan Vasc journey, mate. I think he's an absolutely wonderful artist. I've been really getting into his work. And I look forward to every single reaction, mate. And this might be a bit unbiased, but I'm going to give him a hardcore 10 out of 10, mate. Absolutely love this piece. I thought it was done to absolute perfection. The power poses, the voices, the guitar, the effects, the cloning, mate. Thought he produced it to the absolute maximum. Giving it an overall score of a 9.5 from highly reactive reactions. That is an absolute fantastic effort from Dan Vasc. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, as always, if you thought our reaction was somewhat fantastic, then make sure you give us a thumbs up button, hit that old subscription, and ring that notification bell for highly reactive reactions. And thank you very much for giving us your time. It's been a blessing. Thank you.
It really has. But we also don't want just us. It's about the artists as well, like Stan said at the beginning. So don't forget to leave hashtag Dan Vasc down in the comments so we can support this artist further and further. My mother told me that Dan Vasc was awesome. So my mother never wrong, I think. She used to beat me. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening. And don't forget to leave recommendations down below. We've been highly reactive.
You have been highly amazing.